Good afternoon to the students of class 7. Now yesterday we have begun with the chapter algebraic operations. Today we are going to continue with that only. Everybody open your maths book to page 85. We are going to do let's work out 6.1. Come to sum number 4 part A. Here given algebraic expression, particular algebraic expression is given and you will have to find out the coefficient of the variables. Now what do we mean by the coefficient? Coefficient means you can see the two variables over here, that is the x and y, means the two variable which is present here is x and y. So if this constant is attached with this variable, then this entire thing becomes variable. This entire term becomes a variable. And here also, since this 3 is attached with y, that is why this entire 3y will become a variable. Now here what will be the coefficient of x? Means you will have to find out that which constant number is attached with the variable. Here you can clearly see that 2 is attached with x, that means 2 will be the coefficient of x. And 3 is attached with y, that is why 3 will be the coefficient of y. So I hope you understood the meaning of coefficient and how to find out the coefficient. So I have written that coefficient of x equals to 2 and coefficient of y equals to 3. Now come to part B. Here you have an algebraic expression having 3 terms, that is x square plus 2x plus 5. So the coefficient of x square, nothing is present, no constant term is present before x square, means 1 is there. Suppose 1x, x actually means 1x. So here in the same way x square means 1x square. 1x square, we will have to imagine that 1 is there. So coefficient of x square will be 1 and coefficient of x will be 2. Why? Because this 2 is also attached with x. 2 is attached with x, that is why coefficient of x will be 2. Now come to sum number C. Here you have x plus 5xy minus 7y. So coefficient of x will be 1. Why? Because here no number is present, means we will have to take this as 1x. So coefficient of x will be 1 and coefficient of xy will be 5. You can see the number attached with xy, that is 5. So coefficient of xy will be 5 and coefficient of y will be minus 7. Why? Because this you will have to consider this sign also along with it, because it has minus sign present in before 7y. So this coefficient will be minus 7, coefficient of y will be minus 7. Now come to the next sum, that is minus 5 minus z. This is an algebraic expression having 2 terms. So this minus 5 is also already a constant term. So we will move to the variable term, that is minus z. So minus z, it has negative sign present before it. So since nothing is present, means you will have to consider as minus 1, means the coefficient of z will be minus 1. Now come to part E. Here you have again the algebraic expression having 3 terms, that is x cube plus x minus y. So what will be the coefficient of x cube? As I said that no number is present, means you will have to take this as 1. Coefficient of x cube will be 1, coefficient of x is also 1 and coefficient of y will be minus 1. No number is there, means we will have to take it as 1 and negative sign is present, means we will have to consider it as minus 1. So coefficient of y is minus 1. Now come to sum number F. Here you have x by 2 plus 4. So x by 2 actually means 1 by 2 into x. This part actually means 1 by 2 into x. This only will give x by 2. So actually this 1 by 2 is the coefficient of x. So coefficient of x will be 1 by 2, and this 4 is already a constant term, so we need not write it. Now come to sum number 5. Here you will have to write the terms which are associated with x, means the term in which x is present in the given algebraic expression. So you can see that here y cube x plus y square is there. So which is the term associated with x? This one, the first term, that is y cube x, and the coefficient of x will be, means apart from x, what is the variable which is present, that is y cube. So the coefficient of x will be y cube. Now come to part B of sum number 5. Here also another algebraic expression is given, 15z square minus 8zx. So which is the term that is associated with x? This one, minus 8zx. You will have to consider the sign also, minus 8zx. So the term associated with z will be minus 8zx, and the coefficient of x will be, you have to ignore this x and see that what else is present. You can see that minus 8z is present, so the coefficient of x will be minus 8z. Now come to the next one, part C. Here you have minus x minus y plus 2. So here the term associated with x is minus x, and what will be the coefficient of x? As I said, no number is present means, nothing is present means, we will have to take as 1. So minus 1 is present before x, so that means the coefficient of x will be minus 1. Now come to part D. Here you have 4 plus y plus yx. So here the term associated with x is yx, and the coefficient of x will be, you will have to just see that what is the number or the variable which is attached with x. That is, you can clearly see that y is attached with x. So this y will be the coefficient of x. Now come to part E. Here you have 2 plus x plus xy square. So here you can see the two x terms are present. One is the x, another is the xy square. And what will be the coefficient of x? Here you can see that before x plus 1, that is 1 is present. So coefficient of x will be 1, and in this term you can see that y square is attached with x. So the coefficient of x will be 1 and y square, because here you have 1 and here you have y square. So coefficient of x will be 1 and y square. Now come to the next one, that is part F. Here you have 15xy to the power of 4 minus 14. So what is the x term here? 15xy to the power of 4 minus, this one is the x term. So the term associated with x will be 5xy to the power of 4, and the coefficient of x will be, means apart from the x what you have, 15y to the power of 4. So the coefficient of x will be 15y to the power of 4. So coefficient, for finding the coefficient of any particular variable, what you need to do is, you will have to hide that one and think that what are the numbers or variables associated or attached with it. You can see here that 15y to the power of 4 is present apart from x. So 15y to the power of 4 will be the coefficient of x. Now come to sum number 6. Here you will have to sort the like and unlike terms. Now what do we mean by the like terms? From the name you can understand that like terms means the terms which have the same variables present in them, that is, they are alike in nature. And unlike term means which have different variables. So I have sorted out the like terms, that is the terms associated with x is 2x minus 5x 3x. In the next line we will write the terms associated with y is y 18y minus y. Now the terms associated with xy is 12xy minus 4xy, 3xy minus xy. Next, the terms associated with y square. 13y square minus 2y square. Next, we have the terms associated with x square y. We have 21x square y. The terms having x square is minus 6x square minus 15x square. Children, you will find that all these terms is given in your book in the question. So, from there I have sorted the like terms together. Now, we will have to find the pairs having the like terms, that is 7x, 8x, means you can see that in both the terms x is present. So, they are like terms. Number C, minus 29x, 6x. So, both are like terms. Number E, you have minus 15yx, 8 and 8xy. Here one thing I would like to mention, that yx and xy both will mean the same. Yx means actually y into x and xy means x into y. So, both y into x and x into y means the same. Just keep this in mind. Now come to the next one, that is the pairs having unlike terms. Number A, that is 2x and 3y. As you can see that x is attached with 2 and here y is attached with 3. So, the unlike terms are 2x and 3y. And number D, you have 4xy and 6yz. So, you can clearly see that you have xy in the first term and you have yz in the second term. So, these are unlike terms. Now, come to 8 part A. Here, you will have to find that whether any x square term is present or not. You can clearly see that the term having x is present here. It will have no term present in x square. So, you will write that it has got no terms in x square. In part B, you have the given algebraic expression is minus 6x square minus 8y. So, what is the term associated with x square? This minus 6x square. Along with the sign you will have to mention, as I said. So, minus 6x square is the term having x square. And what is the coefficient of x square? For finding the coefficient of x square, you need to hide this x square and see that the coefficient of x square is minus 6. In part C, you have 3x square minus 15xy square minus 8y square. So, here what is a term having x square? This one you can see that 3x square is a term having x square and 3 is the coefficient of x square. Now, come to part D. Here you have the given algebraic expression is 2 plus 3x square y plus 4x. So, the term having x square is 3x square y. And the coefficient of x square will be, you are going to just ignore this x square and check what are the associated constants or variables attached with it. So, you can clearly see that 3y is present. So, 3y is the coefficient of x square. Now, the next one, that is part E. The given algebraic expression is 5 minus 6x square y plus 6xy. So, what is the x square term? Along with the sign you will state that the term having x square is minus 6x square y square. So, guarding this x square, you have the coefficient as minus 6y square. So children, you are going to do all the given sums in your classwork notebook.